You know what I mean? Because this is the
With
thing,
violence.
right? Right, because this is the thing, right? If she was shooting at you, and you had a carry concealed weapon or whatever,
Yeah, she get
you would be right to shoot her back.
And that's you. It's talk your shit. I mean, without the politics. I mean, yeah, you
fucking politics,
you right 100% in that. But that's a different. Given the scenario, if you're talking violence against violence, if you're talking violence, right?
Right.
Then okay, that could be fair, right? Okay. But that's what I mean. Like the now, where does the line drawn? It's like, okay, like say she smack you because you did some stupid shit. Is it okay to just beat her ass?
If she smacks you because you do some dumb shit,
I don't think women should be putting their hands on
her ass.
men.
No, I would not say it's okay to beat her ass. Did she beat your ass?
See, that's what I'm saying, dude. The line. I mean,
But I'm saying, did she even attempt to beat your ass? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's levels to this shit. Like, you know,
there's definitely levels to it, man. I just think, man, you know, man, women, keep your hands to yourself, women.
Man, not only women, everybody.
And I was gonna say, man, keep your hands to yourself.
Everybody keep your hands to yourself.
It's never just, you know, in his situation, man. Even though, okay, he is wrong, but I think
I don't think so. I don't think so, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're talking about the women, feminists fought for this shit, equality, right?
Now that's a whole different
topic. Equality goes, but we're talking about
unfair.
Equality. It goes both ways.
They're extremely unfair.
If he was to walk up and grab her vagina,
it would be justified
for her to do whatever the fuck she wants to do to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No judge, jury, whoever the hell, nobody will fault her for that. So for him being on stage in front of his kids, because his daughter was there.
True.
You know what I'm saying? 2-year-old daughter was there, to sit there and get groped by a strange woman, you know what I'm saying, in the presence of his family. Should he not, in this same society, where it be okay for a woman to do that, should he not be able to fight, you know what I mean, to combat that with violence?
I would say tick for tat. She would have grabbed mine, and I would have stuck my finger up in her motherfucking booty.
Here we go with this shit again. Come on,
grabbed
man.
the pussy.
Not this bullshit.
Squeeze the titties.
Seriously?
I mean, I would have met her with the same exact shit, man.
But that's what she wants. You know what I'm saying?
Then she would have
got
understand,
he felt violated by the shit because he didn't want
That's
that.
fine. Didn't violate her.
It's not violating to her.
I'd have spit on my finger and went down in between her pants and tried to put it in her booty hole. Like,
oh my goodness.
No, I mean, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would probably grab the titties or some shit. I mean, but yeah, you know, he stand what he stand on. Like, he kicked her, and that is what I mean. And you know, he
would have been better if he would have just slapped her. By
probably for real. You know what, man? That's actually a good question. I really don't. I don't know how these crackers. I mean, you know, they wanted to make an example out of him, man. So if he would have spit on her, man, they would have still got him, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Was some type of assault. That would have been some type of form of assault, and she still would have got it. And that's the thing, ladies, man.
Down in Florida,
ladies, feminists, stop being so fucking unfair, man.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Don't fucking make up an excuse of why.
But that's what I'm saying though, because we're in this age where, you know what I mean, the women done went through all this women rights movement and shit, fighting for this equality, you know what I mean?
Niggas to have
these. What? What?
Niggas have to.
Niggas have what? You talking about black people or men?
Niggers.
Okay.
With the E on.
I'm through with your ass, bro. Nah, but see, that's what I'm saying though. Like, women have went through so much to fight for this equality, You know what I'm saying? But and you know what how I look at it? The same way I remember I was listening to this Gary Owens interview, right? And he was saying how he had got into some shit where he had made a joke about can I say retarded? Is retarded right? He made a joke about someone
retarded man, that's an actual diagnosis, though, man. Like, if you go...
Well, they don't use that no more. They say it's politically incorrect, don't they?
They said it's politically incorrect, but at one point in time, when you went to the doctor and your child was retarded, they'd be like, ma'am, your child is retarded.
But they would also, at one
you can feel some type of way.
At one time when your baby was retarded, they called it a monster. Monster was a medical term.
Okay, then it was monster, then it was retarded.
Okay.
But you were still living with a retarded child.
He was someone who... Oh my goodness! He had made a joke about someone who was mentally
challenged
and physically challenged. Now I ain't gonna say mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude, you listen to the story. Like someone he made a joke about this about someone, not anyone particular, but you know what I mean, someone.
Yeah.
There was another guy who took offense to it and, you know, called him to a meeting. You know what I mean? Had a lunch with him or whatever. And basically he told him that, you know, his community don't accept that shit and that's some bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? That he needs not be making jokes about them. And he tried to tell him other ways to write his jokes. You know what I mean? Other jokes he could use.
He should have stayed out of a comedy showcase. That's the first thing.
This is the thing that Gary was saying. You want to be treated fairly. If you want to be treated fairly, then you're a fair game.
That's absolutely true.
And that's what I'm saying with this feminist shit.
I mean, and that is absolutely true, man. But the thing is this, man. We all know, man. Men, we're more powerful than them.
No,
we're more.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
No, listen.
I watched it. I told y'all before. I watched the motherfucker get knocked out my senior year in high school. He got knocked out by a female, bro.
That's.
And I'm sure.
I mean, like, imagine the percentage of women that can just beat up a man, like, you know what I mean? It's very lower percentage than it is
with
men.
Or without a
woman. Men are more dominant, we're more powerful, we're smarter than them, than women.
Man,
no, I'm messing up. Look, women about to tear my motherfucking ass up.
Hey, you know
no, but like on the physical aspect, on a physical standpoint, man, like we are more dominant, more powerful than them, man. So. You know, man, we shouldn't, look, man, it's not right. It's not morally right.
Why is it wrong? To what? Wait a minute, to what? Let me let you finish your sentence.
To hit women, man, it's not morally right to hit women.
If the woman did not hit you first.
Because, I'm going to tell you why, because the line that you choose to create will always move based on perception. You see what I'm saying? So meaning, because she hits or comes at me with force, right?
Okay.
Some idiotic, simple-minded dudes out there, right, would say, okay, I can put my hands on her because she's coming at me with some type of force. So I'm gonna be be equal to her bullshit that she's coming at me with, so I'm gonna hit her, beat her ass, right?
Okay, so
the line will always move. That's why you have to have a line that's drawn. Period. It has to be standard, man. Meaning, there is reasons to hit a woman. Absolutely, 100%. Should we hit women? No, because there's it's based off of perception, man. The reason to is based off of perception.
So in the situation, that video that we watched before the show,
right?
That video, you know which one I'm talking about? With the
I mean, now
in the parking lot. No.
I'm gonna still say no.
Let me say what I'm saying.
Okay.
With that video, you seen that video. Mm-hmm. I seen that video. I don't know if you seen it. You seen the video? Okay, you seen the video. That woman kissed him, loved on him, smacked the shit out his ass,
right.
Punched his ass. You know what I'm saying? Then kissed him again,
and
then punched his ass, then slapped his ass, then kicked his ass.
Right.
And he stood there like fucking Frankenstein and took all that shit.
Right.
Should he have ever hit her back?
Now, this is when the show takes an interesting turn.
Oh,
No, he shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have.
Now, no, he definitely should not have. He could have walked away. He's bigger. He plummeted her with just open hand smacks, right? So that lets you know of the dominance and more physicality of strength that he had above her. Now, he should have walked away before the kisses began, before the hits began, all of that, right?
Okay.
And now, listen. Those are the now when you watch the video, right?
You watch the video.
Periscope, YouTube, podcast family. When you watch, if you were to watch it, I know there puts you like this. There's a lot of videos out there, man, of the revenge.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. It's wrong. No, he shouldn't have. But when he did it, there's a piece of me to be like, hell yeah, playing hardball. See, that's what the fuck you get. Yeah, look at you now. Now you Saudi. Okay. Don't be mad. Yeah. Okay. And I root for the asshole in them that did it. It's like we need those. It's balance. It's balance because we need those assholes to do the shit so women kind of see what can be done. Not just by me saying like, I can fucking grab you by the back of your neck and by your ankles and spin 3 times and toss you over a fence.
You watch too many cartoons, motherfucker. Okay, but check this out. I wanna talk to the person who doesn't relate or empathize with the asshole that was in the video or the asshole side of you that's
meaning that's well. Guess what? They'll be considered a fucking liar.
But this is
that's human nature.
I want to talk to that person real quick though, because this is my question to that person, right? Is it okay for this random age, 30-year-old male, to fight a high schooler? Crickets. Crickets.
Man, this is all really like subjective, man.
No, it's not subjective because based off of your argument as to why we should not fight or hit women, you know what I'm saying? Why that's not cool, then we shouldn't be doing that with young teenagers either.
Hey, I've seen.
But as you just
I went to a high school football game a couple years ago, right? And I was looking at some of these niggas, and I was like, if this nigga was to flex on me, I'm gonna have to beat his ass.
Okay. But what if he the Cat Williams your ass?
I mean, the physicality. Now, if you
saying, what if you would have raised up on that young boy and he'd have beat your ass? Then what?
Right. It's justified.
So what if you raise up on that on your female and she beat your ass? Then what? We still talking all this same shit?
No, that's different.
What? What the fuck is the difference? You bigger than that motherfucker? You older than that motherfucker? But
not necessarily bigger.
Okay, not necessarily bigger. But let's just say that this one in particular you were more physically dominant than. You could dominate this high schooler physically.
Women have estrogen. I have testosterone. My testosterone should never.
Man, everybody got estrogen and testosterone.
Okay, but it's just.
And some of these women have very high amounts of testosterone. It shows in their faces. And their facial hair. And their clit size. I'm just saying.
Most of the altercations that are domestic, meaning woman to male type of violence, right, is the man and woman being in a relationship. Mm-hmm. So
it's not always that, but
no, it's not always, but most of the time, right?
Because a man, I'm gonna cut you off, but as I feel, a man should not be arguing even. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like a man should be in an altercation with a woman and he's not screwing.
Right. Now, with that being said, right?
Right.
Now, those women that the majority of the violence or domestic issues are with, you are with that woman. Nigga, if we are fucking her. Right? She gets fucked. I don't know where this new age bullshit come from with these women talking about something. Nah, I just fucked them. Like, no, you get penetrated. You get fucked, right? I mean, there's a dominance, right? Which means I dominate her.
Okay.
Right?
I think I follow you.
So, anytime there's a domestic issue with her, that could turn into some type of form of violence, right? I should be man enough to walk away versus letting her push me to the limit of putting my hands on her.
Okay.
So, in that aspect of violence, right?
So what if she just walk up and just bust your ass right now?
Then I gotta learn how to be like, God damn, that was a good one.
What if she put you to sleep?
Then I wake up and be like, that was a good one. Shit, you just Floyd Mayweather the fuck out of the nigga. And I gotta swallow it, take it on the chin, and then the next time when I fuck her, hit it from the back real hard, and then slip out and put it on the booty hole real fast.
But that's still violence. That's violence,
I'm fucking around.
That's violence, man.
No, I'm saying, man, man, we ain't gonna spend too much time on the topic, man, on the domestic violence, man. We gonna do this. Ladies, holla at us. Let us know what you think. Fellas, let us know what you think. Be fair. Be fair, be honest. And like I said, man, if there has to be some type of line that's drawn. That way, you because like I said, man, this shit can be moved at any time based off of perception, based off of one's individual's point of view. That's why I say at no time should a man hit a woman. Unless she spit in your face, then smack the shit out of her. And I'm fucking around.
You know what?
No. I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around.
Absolutely no respect for you though.
Yeah, and that's why you gotta get you gotta walk around with a pocket full of pennies, and when you flicking out.
That shit is just too extra, man. That shit is too extra. I don't give a fuck how many pennies you flick at a motherfucker. You ain't even gotta flick them. You could toss them. You know what I mean? You could launch them with a slingshot, and it will never equal to you getting spit in spat in your face. Like that don't. No, hell no.
Yeah,
hell no.
Man.
Hell no. You could leave me bruised up with hella pennies. I feel like I got my revenge if I watch a loogie just hit you right on the nose.
It's just like, man, you gotta learn to just. It sound fucked up, but niggas just gotta walk away, man.
You know what? And I will say this:
man.
when we talk about societal, it is your best bet. It's definitely in your best interest to walk away.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely, you know what I mean, as far as the society's concerned. But if we excuse the rules of this society
and play fair is fair,
everybody need to keep their motherfucking hands to their motherfucking self.
And that's flat out. I'm speaking for, and like I said, I'm speaking for myself. You dig? I'm speaking for myself. Ladies, don't take this shit and run with it. And fellas, the same, vice versa. But when I'm saying I'm speaking for myself, it shouldn't be a point in time where you put your hands on a woman, but you go and spit in the man's face and see if he don't smack you.
Not only spit in his face, because I can recall a line out of one of them Joey songs, like you can't smash my laptop against the wall and think I ain't gonna react.
It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
And that just goes in any type of situation, period, though. There are certain
women go overboard, man.
Yeah.
They go completely overboard because they ain't got no reminder, man. They have no reminder? They have no level of cutoff. They don't get checked enough. They feel super protected and righteous. You know what I mean? Like, I wish you would, but like you can sit and burn a dude's fucking wardrobe, all his clothes, cut up his shoes, smash his shit right on his car, and sit there and be like, ta-da! Wait for me to see the shit so you can see the anger that I have, and just be like, ta-da! Look what I did. Look what I did.
At that point, I don't get the at least deliver an
It's
open palm.
arrogance. It's like the audacity and arrogance of you, and the level of protection and not getting enough ass whoopings in life. Like, what makes you see what I'm saying, man? Like that you want to. Not only did you did it, but you stuck around and.
Yeah, right. Ta-da.
Ta-da! I wanted to see the reaction.
But see, and I was saying, like, it goes further than just in that male-female era, though. Like, you know what I mean? Violence, like, when you do things to watch that reaction, to see that reaction, you can't get salty at what the reaction is.
I always say, man, don't ever gauge my reaction. Don't ever gauge me. Don't ever gauge me. Don't do what you do. And however I choose to react or whatever I choose to do based upon your action,
right?
Don't fucking gauge it and say I was extra. Don't tell me that I went overboard. Don't tell me that I was being extra.
Right.
Don't fucking gauge me when I do what I do, because I'm a fucking asshole. And I'm going to one-up your ass. And you going to be really pissed. So don't ever gauge a motherfucker, and that's actually that you absolutely right, motherfucker. Like a woman to do some shit like that, and then you kick him in the chest,
right?
And then you like, all I did was grab the nigga dick.
Like what? Like
I want to file charges. He kicked me in the chest. You was a dumbass bitch, and I'm saying it. You was a dumbass bitch.
Yeah, that shit.
If that happened, how it happened. You grabbed his dick and he kicked you in the chest, and you gauged his reaction.
Saying that shit was overboard.
You're gonna tell him how he should have reacted.
Think about that though.
That's the dumbest
you
shit
say,
ever.
okay, we could pull away from the domestic violence for a second, but think about that in that same realm, right? What she's saying is, like they because of society has over sexualized men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They say men always think about sex. Sex is always on the sex. Men don't really. You know what I mean? It's not that. Certain men, yeah.
Like me.
Yeah. I was about to say I might be one of those men, but that's neither here nor there right now. Like, you know what I mean? but not all men think like that. And if you know what I mean, if something else is going on, then something else is going on. But you can't just think just because you got, you know what I mean, like society has taught women. Just because you got a fat ass and pussy, a pretty face,
subconscious shit.
That you know what I mean, I'm automatically on you. So I ain't.
Yeah, man. I mean, this, you know, man. Kevin Gates, man. I know what type of person he is. He Gucci. He's still gonna stand behind his actions.
Yeah.
When he get out, he gonna be like, I did exactly what the fuck I
was about to say, as he should.
Period, point blank. I don't give a fuck about no look. He don't care about the time, man. But you know, man, to his woman she down. I know, she down.
Almost definitely.
But to the woman that did it, to the girl that did it, I ain't even gonna call you a woman or a lady. To the girl that did it, man, you know, I hope you don't get no motherfucking money. You thirsty ass motherfucker, like for real. And I hope you learned your lesson.
I think she got everything
Next
she needs.
time, you gonna think twice before you fuck with a nigga in that type of aspect, man.
Right.
Everybody don't want your thirsty ass.
Right. You know, it's just, and that's what I'm saying though, man. Like, you cannot, and that's people's problem, man. That's a problem. Matter of fact, that's the problem with this whole fucking country, if not this world. Motherfuckers go in and play in too much in generalizations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've been taught these generalizations. And
We really have, man.
We live by them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We live by them. Like, every man want his dick touched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every girl gonna just turn around and start twerking for you if you pull some money out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we live by these false generalizations that people have, that the society is teaching. You know what I'm saying? And that some few people continue to advocate. You know what I mean?
It's not necessarily so much of living. It is. You have to generalize. You have to set some type of law, some type of boundaries. The problem that begins is that you live by it, and you don't think outside, or
But why said it if
you
you ain't
don't
gonna
live.
live by it?
Well, no. What I'm saying is, learn how to decipher through generalization. Like, you know what I'm saying? Meaning, yeah, there's a standard, but think outside of the box. You know, you should not do X, Y, and Z, or this, that, and the third, because there is consequences that come with it. But don't feel that because of the general or the standard or the generalization, right, protects you from the absolute, from all consequences.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's what the problem happens to be, man, for the majority, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing protects you. You know what I'm saying? Because, like we just said earlier, you don't know what a person's reaction is going to be, how they're going to.
And you
react.
don't, man. And most people just fall into that motherfucking paradigm of thinking because this is the law, right? That motherfucker ain't gonna step outside of that generalization or that law or that spectrum.